Hey everyone, back again with another one of my favorite local businesses. This is our Outdoor Movement Week, and so I really am excited to introduce you to Hannah Stout. She's the owner of Rendezvous Run, which is actually one of the newest businesses in Kimball, right? You just opened early summer.
Yeah, about 2 months ago.
2 months ago. And as you can see there, they've done an amazing job getting established really quickly. So we are just going to talk a little bit about outdoor movement with Hannah. But first, if you can just give us just a little idea of your background and what prompted you to start this awesome business.
Yeah, sure. I've been a runner kind of my whole life. It's always been my passion. I ran all through high school and then a little bit in college and I started running marathons. Got injured in my first marathon, of course. That's what happens when you run your first marathon. And I started riding bikes through my injury and recovery. And raced bikes all through college, which was just a really great experience. And then after college, came back to running, and it's just always been my stress relief, kind of my passion, something that I've always done in my adulthood. And my background's in product development in the material space, and had done that for quite a number of years, and just realized that it was time to figure out what was next.
Nice.
So took a step back from work last year, and spent the whole summer in Park City running and talking to people and just meeting people in the running community, and realized that this was a gap that we had in our community that I hoped I could fill with the space.
I love it. I love it. So was your work in materials, did it have anything to do with running shoes, or was it?
No, not at the time.
Okay.
So I've worked on aspects of materials that go into shoes, some foams and textiles and that sort of thing. So I understand the fundamentals, and so it's really fun too to be back on kind of this side of it, getting to geek out about materials and apparel and shoes again.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Well, tell us a little bit about your favorite ways to get outside and to move, just movement in general.
I love being on the trails here. I think this is such a special place for us to live. So if I have the choice, I'm going to be running on the trails for the most part. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be long, it's maybe like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, just get outside and move my body. And just having that every day, I think is such an important ritual for me.
Yeah, no, for sure. I love it. And I agree. It's such a special place to live. And it's just, yes, great to be outside. And actually, no matter where you live, it's important to get outside. So can you talk a little bit, in light of your new business, talk a little bit about the importance of footwear when you are outside, and obviously we're all trying to prevent injury as we age and, age gracefully. Can you just speak to footwear and picking the right footwear for your feet?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it can probably be really overwhelming for a lot of people to either be looking on the internet or walk into a store and see a massive shoe wall like this.
I do love the shoe wall. It definitely appeals to my aesthetic.
Thank you.
It's very cool.
But there's a lot of different options for your different body type. So what we do here at Rendezvous is we have some really cool equipment that we can get you on. We look at your feet, your arch height and profile, and we look at doing an insole and shoe combination if that's appropriate for your body. So choosing the right footwear is super important, as I'm sure you know. Absorbing impact, thinking about injuries that you might have had in the past if you're on a path to recovery, and making sure that you're choosing the right footwear for your objectives too. Are you on the road? Are you on the trail? Are you doing a mix of both? So we really talk to you about what you're trying to accomplish, what you enjoy doing, and then choose the right shoe for you so that you'll be successful in your outdoor pursuits.
I love it. Well, and I think Hannah offered before we pressed record to do an example on my feet with some of your equipment. So stay tuned. We're going to show you that at the end here because it looks very fancy. I'm excited to see how this all works. So I'm excited for that. So are there specific brands, like say someone doesn't live here in Park City or doesn't have these resources, are there specific brands you advise for different shapes of feet? Or what's your advice for someone if they're looking online trying to find shoes?
Yeah, for sure. So there are, for different brands, there's some general trends with how they fit different foot shapes. There are some brands like Topo and Ultra that have really nice wide toe boxes that are good for some wider feet. Some brands like Asics or Saucony might fit a narrower foot a little bit better, but I think that's why it's really helpful to go into a shoe store and try things on your feet to make sure that they're fitting your foot appropriately.
Yeah, no, that's good advice, and I think we are such an online focused shopping era, so don't forget about your local running store. Go in and have them fit your foot. I'm actually really excited because I do feel like I get heel issues, and I don't know, I just the aches and pains as you get older, so
For sure.
That's really good advice. So this week we're really focusing on outdoor movement, and we're trying to offer up really easy suggestions for 10-minute spurts of movement.
Yeah.
Can you give us your advice? Like, what are a couple things, in your world that you could advise audience on just getting outside for 10 minutes? What are your favorite things to do?
Yeah, I love to get out for a 10-minute jog. For a lot of us, that's around a mile, and I think just getting out and running or jogging or walking a mile is such a great thing to do. What I have found is that if I give myself 10 minutes and get to that mile, a lot of times I'll go another 10 minutes, and it makes me want to continue on past that 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But if you only have 10 minutes, just get outside and jog right from your door. Stop.
Yeah, don't overcomplicate it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Well, that was gonna be one of my next questions. Okay, for those of us who might have taken a multi-year hiatus from running, how do you get back into it? I think that's one of my biggest things. I used to be a big runner, did all sorts of races and relays with friends and things, and then I just got into biking, stopped running, and now it just feels super overwhelming getting back into it.
Yeah, totally.
Do you have advice on that?
Absolutely. We hear this so much in the store. We have people come in all the time that ask, how do I get back into it? Or I'm slowly getting back into it. What should I do? And I think a couple of pieces of advice I have is choosing the right footwear so that you're successful in getting back and your body feels good is really important because you should enjoy it. And taking it slow and taking it easy. So a lot of times we'll recommend people to just start, if you're starting from 0 and getting back into it, start with a 1 mile, a 10-minute jog, or kind of rotate between a 2-minute walk and a 2-minute run, and just build up from there. It doesn't have to be super complicated. And then I think my third piece of advice is to find people to do it with.
Oh, yeah.
So what we've tried to do here is start some run clubs to really help people find that community of other runners and joggers to just get outside, maybe get back into it for the first time, or continue on their journey. Because I think having people to do it with is super important.
Yeah, I love that. So can you tell us more about the run clubs? If someone wanted to get involved in your run club, how would they access that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a run club on Tuesday evenings at 6 p.m. that starts from the store. We run about 3.5 miles through Willow Creek, so just on the gravel paths, really nice and approachable. And then on Friday mornings, we have a 6 a.m. and a 7 a.m. run from the store, which is just a really nice social pace. A lot of folks that come out to that kind of have that similar story of I'm getting back into running and I'm just looking for people to do it with.
Yeah.
So it's a really fun time. We do coffee and pancakes at the store after the run and just help build that community.
I love that. All right, well, maybe that's a good way for me to get back into it. Friday mornings.
Absolutely.
So Tuesday nights at 6, Fridays at 6 and 7.
Yes.
Okay, so can you give us an insider scoop for people who have more than 10 minutes or maybe didn't take a multi-year hiatus? What are your favorite running trails in Park City?
Oh gosh, well my favorite running trail, I live over in Jeremy Ranch, so Flying Dog is one of my favorite loops.
Oh yeah.
I think it's a little bit of a best kept secret a lot of the times.
Yeah, that's a long loop.
Oh, I just do the 8 mile,
okay.
The short
just the
version. The short
so don't worry
version.
about Flying Dog. I was I don't have to live my bike, it's a pretty good bike route. Okay, but so you feel like there's other, you don't have to do the full loop, you can do a partial loop.
Just a short partial loop of Flying Dog is one of my favorites.
Yeah,
it's usually nice and quiet. And I love Armstrong, starting at Park City Mountain, running up Armstrong,
and
kind of coming down that way, especially this time of year when all the aspens are starting to change, colors, really beautiful views, and the trees look gorgeous. And I'm starting to get there right now, so it's another good one to check out.
Totally. Awesome, very cool. I have one final question, and then of course I'll offer up if there's anything else you want to share about the business or running. Because obviously recovery is so important, right? Especially if we're getting outside every day, even if it's just for 10 minutes. What are your favorite recovery things to do post-run or even on your days off?
Yeah, great question. I'm a huge advocate of foam rolling. So that's kind of part of my recovery routine. After a run, I'll do foam rolling, especially in my quads and hamstrings and calves, and then usually again that evening. So I love foam rolling. There's a ton of YouTube videos to help teach you how to use a foam roller. We'll be getting foam rollers in here just this week, which is exciting. So we can definitely help teach techniques as well if you come into the shop. And then through the winter, we'll probably be doing some events, like teaching folks how to use the foam roller properly. So that's my big one.
Good, I love it. Well, maybe we'll do a recovery ritual week and
That'd be great.
come and have you teach us how to foam roll.
Yes, awesome.
I have one that sits in my living room, just I like stare at it and I rarely use it. I think part of it is I don't know how to do it or don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Absolutely.
So I think that'd be really helpful.
Yeah, I can teach you a quick 10-minute foam rolling exercise.
Awesome, I love it.
Yeah.
Well, anything else you'd like the Free Living Co. audience to know about your store, about yourself, about running?
Yeah, we're so excited to be here. It's such a privilege to be in Park City and be able to offer this space to the community. And we started small, and we're totally open to community feedback on brands or events or different runs that people would like to be a part of. Or if there's ways that we can help support people getting back into running or continuing their running journey, we're totally open to feedback. So please stop in the shop anytime and just come meet myself and the rest of our staff. We're all amazing. Yeah, and please.
Yes, I think we share a staff member. You hired amazing people. I've seen a few of
Yes.
them come through my shop, and I know Sierra works both here and in my shop.
Yeah.
So, and Hannah, by the way, is like the easiest person to talk to about anything. So I
Oh,
highly
that's sweet.
recommend taking her up on giving feedback and just asking questions.
Thank
you. So can you tell everyone just where to find you both here in person and then also just online as well?
Yeah, absolutely. We are in Redstone in Kimball Junction on the block with Sushi Blue, right next to Pure Sweat. So please come check us out. Go for a sauna afterwards.
Yes, I know. That's a great go on your run and then go sauna. That's
Yeah, for
perfect.
sure. And follow us on Instagram. You can look up Rendezvous Run or RNDV Run is our handle.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Well, thank you, Hannah and Rendezvous Run, for joining us. I hope you guys learned some things about running. She's going to take me through her fitting process, so stay tuned and thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, Hannah is going to do a shoe fitting. This machine looks very fancy. I'm excited because I actually do really need new shoes. I can tell when I'm going to finish a hike, my heels are killing me. And I've never seen a machine like this. So can you tell us about it and what our objectives are here?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is a piece of equipment from Cetus, who is our partner in Consoles and Softs. They do all of our fitting technology and our training in the store, and their headquarters is actually just right here in Park City. So they're a really incredible partner with us. So this is going to scan your feet. There's a pressure plate underneath the green pad there, and it's going to show us your arch profile and the length and width of your feet. And then we can do some walking gait analysis.
Cool.
As well. Okay, yeah, so I'll have you stand up there.
You saw my fitting. That was like a really cool experience. I've never had that in-depth analysis on the feet and like the pressure points and all that, which it makes so much sense. So I really like a good traction.
Okay.
Because I mostly trail,
Okay.
mostly hiking. I guess I'm gonna start running on Fridays with you.
Awesome, perfect.
So maybe something that can go both trail and road, but kind of more trail.
Okay, that sounds good. And knowing that you're having a little bit of pain in your heel after you've been hiking, and we saw your little bunion starting to develop on your feet, which is very common. So I'd recommend having a little bit more space in your toe box to kind of give your feet some relief there. So if we're looking at something with a little bit of a wider toe box, some really good traction, a little bit of comfort in the heel, I'd probably start with maybe looking at a topo.
Okay.
Really nice leg traction on the bottom.
Yeah.
Topos are known for having a really nice wide toe box.
Okay.
So it'll give your feet some space there. Promote some natural toe splay, which is really good for our feet health, especially after we spent our youth in high heels. Super important. So I would probably pull this shoe for you.
Okay.
And then maybe also look at our Ultra.
Okay. Is it also Topo or is that?
This is a company called
Ultra is a
Ultra.
brand. Okay, these are like new brands I haven't heard of. That's cool.
Yeah, Ultra was actually started in Utah,
Oh, nice.
down in Provo, which is kind of cool. Also known for having a very nice wide toe box. And some really nice cushion in the heel. So
Okay.
this is a really nice trail option for you. Nice traction on the bottom as well, and I think could give your heel a little bit of relief as well. So I'd probably start with those two.
Those two. Okay.
And we would start with trying both of those on, kind of see how they feel on your foot. We would get you on the treadmill, let you do some walking or running. You can also cruise around on the sidewalk and just get a really nice feel for them.
Yeah.
And then maybe look at doing an insole combination too with those shoes and see how that feels.
And is that all? So at this point, after we do the analysis, you're kind of pointing me in the direction of the right shoe, and then it's really about how it feels.
Yeah,
on my foot
absolutely.
At this point.
Yeah, and we'll start with two and get your feedback and see how that feels, and then kind of go from there.
Okay.
Two.
Awesome. Well, thank you. I'm so excited. I really do need new shoes, so I'm gonna, we'll turn the camera off. I'm gonna do that. But last question, I have 2 teenage kids.
Mhm.
Do you do these fittings for kids as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I feel like they're at an age where they can avoid the bunions,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely. So we will get them on the machine just like we just did with you. Check out their feet, learn a little bit more about their activities too and their objectives and what they're doing. And we have some really great trail and road shoes that fit even down to like middle school age kids. So smaller feet as well. And yeah, really nice shoes for high schoolers who are looking for more of a trainer.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna bring the kids in too.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Again, this has been really fun. It's been fun to see your setup and to do the foot analysis. And yeah, looking forward to getting some new kicks.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having me.
All right. See you, everyone.